Sandro, alam naman natin na ngayong Christmas season, talagang it's a time to enjoy. And of course, hindi mawala dyan yung pagkain. Sa New Year ang paputok. Pero of course, kailangan natin mag-ingat dahil mayroon ng mga sakit na kailangan nating paghandaan. And yan ang mapapag-usapan natin ngayon. Kasama natin ang ating special guest, si Usec Herbosa mula sa Department of Health.
Magandang umaga, Usec.
Good morning, Sandro, and good morning, Carla.
Yes. Usec, siguro, yun nga, like nabanggit nga ni Carla, ngayong panahon ng Pasko, ano ba ang mga dapat nating pag-ingatan ng mga sakit?
Well, number one, no, during the holiday season, masarap ang ating mga pagkain, madami ang mga parties, and occasionally ang mga tao, meron silang high blood, meron silang sakit sa liver, meron silang diabetes, and sasabihin nila, one time lang naman itong Christmas. And eventually, yung one time na yun, end up sa emergency room ng ating mga ospital. Huwag naman sana, sometimes some of them get a very severe heart attack or a stroke. So meron kaming tinatawag na holiday heart syndrome, and it's found all over the world. Nakikita to around the world during the holiday season. Too much good food, masyadong maraming kinakaing masasarap. And if you're at risk already, yung mga may hypertension, may heart disease, your age is that, or your family has that risk, kailangan mag-ingat din. Talagang ang key is moderation.
Yes. At siguro, maski ako, Carla, guilty ako dyan. Kasi every Christmas talaga parang no holds barred. Kahit ano, kakainin ko talaga. Kahit wala akong ginagawa, kundi kumain. Usually, ginagawa ko, leading into Christmas, doon ako nagpapapayat na para makabuelo, kumbaga.
Yes.
Pero mukhang ngayon, nag-fail yata ako eh.
No, Sandro, that's our recommendation. Our recommendation is a good lifestyle, moderation in the feasting or the good food, but continue to exercise, continue to walk, continue to be active. Kasi that's the one that will burn your calories, the excesses nitong Christmas. Importante yun eh. We must be wise about enjoying the holidays.
Pero Usec, aside from eating-related na mga sakit, meron bang climate-related na mga sakit na kailangan natin paghandaan?
Well, it's not really climate-related. You know, every Christmas we together. When people gather together, all the infectious diseases come, you know, beso-beso, you know, shake hands with people, greet everybody. That's how we pass on illnesses. Kasi yung mga bacteria and virus are passed on by our hands or our body fluids. Kaya kailangan talaga yung hand washing. Ang recommendation namin is frequent hand washing, yung always carry that alcohol gel in your hand sanitizer, in your handbag, and then all the wet ones and everything. Because kikita mo, your friends already from too much partying, may ubo na, nahawa siya from the party last night. And that's also the other thing. As we drink more, our immune system goes down. If you party every night with lack of sleep, so yun yung sinabi ko na kanina, good exercise. The second one is, if you party every night, sigurado yan, if you meet someone with cough, colds, or flu, dadapuan ka because your immune system is
madaling
down.
mahawaan.
So we also want enough rest, intervals between your So talagang moderation. The key to fighting itong lifestyle diseases is to really live wisely and ang tawag dito, live in moderation.
Ito, Usec, yung mga, para naman siguro sa mga malakas pumarty, no? Ano ba yung mga sakit na maaari nga nilang makuha sa kakaparty nila?
Well, ang number one ko dyan is really, when we partied this season, I'm asking my daughters and all my friends, when you party, designate someone who is the designated driver. Kasi everyone will want to do. That's very important. So designate the driver, or many of the families naman can afford a driver. Make sure the driver is there to, don't let your children drive under the influence of alcohol. So very clear. Tapos safety tips pa rin. There's this traffic ongoing during holiday season. And also during holiday season in the past, ito yung most common, yung road rage. Psychological people are late for their parties. You know, some people are depressed during Christmas. Not everyone is happy during Christmas holidays kasi nga some are, you know, unable to join the festivities. Kaya kuminsan meron ding concept of road rage, and nagkakaroon ng barilan or nagkakaroon ng accidents kasi they race on the road. So talagang maraming risky behavior during the holiday season, and ito yung importante natin ma-correct.
And another thing is, meron ngayong bird flu scare sa Hong Kong. I mean,
Well, it's not an outbreak. There are two deaths. There were two deaths, one the other week and one last week. And both of them were from handling fowl or live birds. Kasi sa Hong Kong and the rest of China, you still buy live birds in the market. You bring it home and cook it. So pag nagkataon yung binili mong chicken or duck has bird flu, pwede kang ma-infect ng bird. Those 2 cases came from that kind of system. So hindi pa siya yung human to human kagaya ng SARS. So it's not yet scary, pero of course, we have Filipinos that spend holidays in Hong Kong, you know. So ang advisory ko sa kanila, stay away from the markets with the live birds.
Ayan,
Pero
Carla,
live
ikaw
chicken.
pupunta ka.
But you can eat
nga.
chicken. You can
Yes.
eat
Pwede.
you can eat the cooked duck and cooked chicken. Pero if you're there di ba you go there to the marketplace, the
Yes.
chickens are there in cages or hanging sometimes. So yun ang mga at-risk.
Pero paano naman tayo maapektuhan itong bird flu? Parang no concern. You mentioned
Well,
earlier yung mga birds na nagmamigrate.
When that happens, when in Hong Kong they have these cases, we activate yung tinatawag naming avian influenza plan. That means yung countries na may high risk or high numbers ng bird flu, medyo hinihinto natin yung importation of fowl or bird meat from them. Number 2, it's winter season in the north, kaya yung mga birds nagmamigrate going south where it's summer, di ba, sa Australia and other southern countries. So they pass through the Philippines. In fact, nakikita mo yung mga migratory birds that are not local birds.
Yes, iba itsura nun eh.
You see iba itsura them in Manila Bay, di ba, dun sa some island there in Candaba, in Pampanga, and in Cebu, and other places in the Philippines. So our recommendation also to the people, wag naman silang hulihin or i-hunt kasi nga baka yan pa yung may dala ng bird flu. And then magkaroon, and we're still bird flu free in the Philippines. So knock on wood, hindi naman sana tayo magkaroon ng bird flu among humans here.
Pero Usec, we've started this plan na ba, like yung nabawasan yung pag-i-import ng poultry or mga from other
Automatic
countries?
yan. Meron tayong tinatawag na international health regulations. That's why Hong Kong reports this. So that other neighboring countries can take the necessary measures. Tapos if you're coming home from Hong Kong, let's say some of our domestic help, di ba? They come from Hong Kong. Baka namamalengke din sila ng live chicken. So, ang advisory namin sila, di ba yung if you enter the airport, nakikita mo meron parang camera that catches if they have fever.
Yes.
That is a temperature monitor. And those are Department of Health officials. The quarantine are Department of Health. So we ask people to declare if you've had contact with birds and then if you have flu in the next 3 to 5 days from your travel, na masabi ka agad sa Department of Health. We've tested a few who thought they were so hindi naman, so far negative naman.
Yes naman actually.
And of course, another very important thing na kailangan mapag-usapan, New Year's Eve, yung mga paputok. Ano na ba yung situation dito? Bumababa na ba yung mga kaso?
Actually, bumababa, but we're not happy because we want zero mortality. And Carla was telling me just off camera earlier how it is sa ibang countries, there's community fireworks. You know? In other countries, yung Sydney Bridge is fired up, Eiffel Tower, in the Clock Tower. Diyan sa Hong Kong, they do yung sa big buildings across the harbor. Ito yung nire-recommend ng DOH. The DOH is recommending community fireworks and then street parties. Masaya pa rin, we're not stopping the festivities. You lessen risky behavior, yung individuals blowing up their own firecrackers or sending up firecrackers that end up in someone else's home or injuring other people.
Actually, mas tipid pa nga yun kung isipin natin, sir. Kasi minsan may mga ibang tao na napakalaki gumastos at napakaraming pera ang nilalabas para lang magpaputok. At least ito community, kumbaga, makikinabang na lahat ng tao.
Everyone goes on the streets. Tapos lahat tayo pwede mag-celebrate
Actually,
together.
mas maganda nga talaga yan and mas safe pa kumbaga, sir.
Correct. So, ang nire-recommend namin, mag-contribute kayo ng pera in your barangay and then do it far away and then let everybody can watch and then pwedeng in fact, ang recommendation ko nga, i-donate na lang natin doon sa mga sa Yolanda.
Yes.
Diba? That's even better suggestion.
Yes. Usec, siguro, lastly, maybe you have a message na you want to send out to all our viewers, like reminders as well, na para sa mga nais na mag-celebrate at yung mga, kumbaga, hindi iniisip yung kanilang kalusugan, na parang, kumbaga, YOLO lang talaga sila, sabi nga nila.
YOLO. You only live once.
Oo, di ba? So, baka meron kayong paalala sa kanila.
Well, number one, of course, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's the happiest time of the year. But of course, we don't want that happy moment to end up in a hospital emergency room. And it's a reminder to everyone, if you have any of these lifestyle diseases, you think before you grab that cake or you grab that lechon or you take that bottle of alcohol or wine. I think it's very important that we all stay healthy. For those who know they will gain pounds and become obese and overweight, I think they should continue to be active, exercise, run, walk, swim, bike, whatever activity you can do. They're also fun. It's part of the holiday season. Join a fun run or something.
Yes.
And then for the rest, lessen talaga yung smoking, yung which happens in parties, together with the
drinking
drinking
also.
and sleep, recover from your partying mode. And lastly, don't drink and drive.
Yan, importante.
Thank you so much for all your tips this morning. Once again, that was Usec Herbosa mula sa Department of Health.
Yes, maraming salamat sa inyo panahon ngayong umaga sa Usec.